1 second. Are you okay? What did you do? Oh my goodness. I love life. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life. And I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for the highest good. We are getting set up here in the Flying Penguin Fortress. Ooh, I like that. We just named this studio. Thanks for the like. The Flying Penguin Fortress. Welcome, my lovies. Literally, Amanda's in the house with a kitty cat emoji. Yeah, y'all. I know your dopamine's going for a ride. Mine is too. Life is crazy. But what are we going to do with it? We're going to talk about it. You hang tight. I'm going to put on some Flying Penguin lullabies here. And we're going to get the volume just right over here. Oops, sorry about that static. That is right. So today we are literally talking about dopamine in our castle. That's right, Amanda. Thanks for the thumbs up. You guys, this is so important. So important. We are here. We are ready. And we're ready to have a conversation and to meditate on our dopamine levels. And it's just another way to self-regulate. Okay, we've been talking about self-regulation for a month or two now. And it's really, really, really important to see that when you're down in the dump, your dopamine you're so resistant to dopamine. Your dopamine receptors aren't working and you're not producing dopamine. Hey, Danny, I love when you stop by. And I think about you and your streams, and I've been so busy, but I've been wanting to come on and say hi. I love your streams too. Oh my gosh. Today we're talking about dopamine, and so we've been talking about self-regulation for a month or two. We've been talking about addictions and how it's more than just like using a substance. It's literally about a habit that you have that helps you to produce happy molecules. And sometimes what you choose to produce is a very short-term happy molecule as opposed to like a long-lasting one. And so when you're able to produce those long-lasting dopamine experiences, then your dopamine levels are just on the average maintained more. And that's what we want to get to. We don't want to be in this place where we're always looking for a fix, where we're always looking for that one thing to give us more energy. We want to be at our resting level filled with dopamine. We want to be not only filled with dopamine, but able to receive it and receiving it. So when we're receiving it, we're filled with it. It's like if someone gave you 5 gallons of grapefruit juice because they know that you love grapefruit juice, but you don't have any room in your fridge for it, so it's just going to go bad. We need to realize that when you give yourself dopamine, you have to have a storage place for it. So if you overload yourself with it, like with an addictive habit, and you get all this dopamine at once, then it's just going to go out of you and it's going to be wasted. So not only do you want to get that dopamine in you, you want to have receptors for it. And so the issue with a lot of people who have been addicts for years is their receptors are blown because they rush. It's like if there was a flood of water in your house. It's like you don't it's like as opposed to a shortage. It's like you can't use that water if it gets all over your stuff and it ruins your stuff. That's what addictive habits do. Is too much of a good thing, too much dopamine literally ruins your ability to have a resting level of good dopamine. Does that make sense? So today's class, not only qigong, which is as a daily habit, absolutely boosts your resting level of dopamine, but we're going to talk about other things that you can do habitually to train your receptors to have more space for dopamine so you're not dopamine resistant, and what that is. And it's super simple and super intuitive, but a lot of us just don't take the time to think about it because we're in the hustle and bustle and rushing, you know? But it's a super simple concept. And when I say it, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, duh, I knew that. But you weren't applying that knowledge per se because you got caught up in this roller coaster ride with other things that you've been used to habitually that give you that dopamine that you need to like survive the day, but you're not necessarily thriving. Whether it's caffeine, sugar, or another substance, as your own energy, you're not feeling that. Hey, Jordan, I appreciate you. I like the flower. So, what are those things? First of all, let's pay attention to our breath. Let's pay attention to our heartbeat. Let's connect with our beautiful souls. You are a miracle. Today is happening. Can you feel this moment? Yes, even meditation can be a drug. I'm telling you, sometimes right after class, I feel so high just from the qigong rush and connecting with the beautiful people that I sometimes don't know what to do with that energy. And sometimes I'll start doing one of my addictive habits, whether it's like checking my YouTube to see how many likes I have to get a dopamine hit, or the opposite. It's like you can almost feel yourself trying to lower your dopamine when you have too much and trying to look for the negative in things. Like trying to say to yourself, oh, I shouldn't be excited about 100 views or whatever because compared to so and so, or I shouldn't be excited about, whatever it is. So the way to step back from that and realize that comparing yourself to someone is a dopamine ride that you're going on instead of finding a dopamine balance, that helps you take a step back and realize, well, instead of comparing myself to someone or instead of thinking about something to stimulate me like a snack or whatever, I'm going to think about something to not stimulate me, but instead to find calm in my dopamine. See, a lot of people think dopamine is like a rush, like, oh, I'm going to get a rush, I'm going to get a high, I'm going to get excited, and I'm going to get motivated. It can be the absolute opposite, where you enjoy slowing down and you give yourself a break, like taking a hot bath with crystals, like walking outside and not thinking about anything, just emptying your mind and not giving yourself a dopamine roller coaster, but just unplugging from any judgment and just being open and realizing, let me do something boring. Let me just do my dishes. Let me just do my laundry, because those things get you back to that resting level. And so when you complete a task, like if you complete doing laundry, it's obviously a very different feeling than when you're looking at a pile of dirty clothes, which is lowering your dopamine. And sometimes the simplest thing that takes you 2 seconds but feels like it's impossible will completely balance out your dopamine. So look around right now. If something's out of order, if something's unorganized, that could be lowering your dopamine. So even while you're doing qigong, I do this all the time. While I'm practicing my qigong, mostly it's off camera, I'll see something that's out of place that I just didn't like, it just didn't register before. I didn't care about it before, but because I'm so in the moment, I'm like, oh, I should file that bill. I should do that. And just while you're doing your practice, you can literally just take that clutter off your desk and put it away. And that's part of the practice. A lot of us are artists here. I have so many artist friends, and we are so bad at multitasking sometimes because we're so zoned into our art. That's all we want to do. That's what we're best at. That's what we feel the most dopamine from. And that's all we want to do. But then life exists. So the longer we avoid doing the dishes in the sink, vacuuming, doing our laundry, the lower our dopamine gets. So to get it at a maintained level, if you have the money, yes, you can hire someone to clean your house for you, to organize your house for you, whatever. But if you don't, you're going to have to just do that boring stuff to maintain your dopamine. And sometimes you got to bribe yourself with other dopamine. Like, okay, if I finish this, I'll get a cookie. But seriously, y'all, as we notice our breath, as we notice our heartbeats, just realize that, do you feel like a failure or do you feel like a winner? And if you feel like a failure in any way, then you're going to constantly need to stimulate your dopamine. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to get to a place where you can feel like a winner, no matter where you are. Sure, you're striving to do better. Sure, you're striving to do more. But can you look at what you've won? Can you be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished? Can you appreciate the steps that you've taken to get you where you are right now in a good way? Or to see that some choices that you've made might have limited to you, but that you did the best that you could in that moment? Because that's how you get off the roller coaster and into an emotional stability that will help you accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. You're a winner. And let that marinate. Anytime you think about something that you feel that you're a failure at, oh, I haven't gotten married yet. Oh, I haven't had kids yet. Oh, my place is a mess. Oh, I haven't finished that album. Oh, I had a fight with this friend last week and we're still fighting. Oh, I haven't achieved my monetary goals this month. All of those deficits that you feel can make you feel like so depressed and so unable to move forward in your life. And it's not worth it to go down that rabbit hole. It's just not worth it. Instead of thinking about all the things that you haven't accomplished, just take one little step towards that goal. And you will see that it's not impossible. It is hard. It is difficult. Life is so difficult. But you've got to see that no matter how much you see yourself as a failure, someone else is wishing that they were you, is wishing that they had your gift of being a painter, is wishing that they had your gift of being a musician, is wishing that they had as many subscribers that you have on YouTube, is wishing that they traveled to Colorado like you did. Think about what you've accomplished and what you're grateful for. You've done more than you realize. And just by having that perspective, by thinking positive, the glass is half full, it will keep your dopamine level more balanced so you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. Don't make it harder for yourselves by focusing on your failures or what you're stuck in. Take little baby steps every day towards getting unstuck in whatever you're stuck in. That's all you can do. We are all evolving. We are all growing. And I'm talking a lot. Let's notice our breath. Let's notice our heartbeats. Be willing to take a risk today. Be willing to take a step towards your own accomplishments. You deserve it. That's what you're here for. That is your purpose. When you learn something new, when you learn a new skill, that is definitely helping your dopamine in so many ways. It's like creating receptors and dopamine. And that's what we want. It's like the analogy of eating celery raw and crunching into it. And it has all the enzymes that it needs to digest every single molecule of that celery. But if you cook it away, you're killing the enzymes. Not that it's not still great. Same with the dopamine. If you slowly learn new things, cook your own meal, experience that pleasure, then you're creating a container for continual dopamine experience, which is nurturing yourself and nourishing yourself over and over again. And then you're not like, my life sucks, because you can create amazing things for your life every single day just with your own two hands, which is more than a lot of people can do. It's amazing that you even have hands. I think we're here to experience as much beauty as we can. When we look at something beautiful, it's a dopamine increase. If we think to ourselves, oh, I could never be with that beautiful thing, I can never buy that beautiful piece of art, I can never whatever, then as soon as you got raised in dopamine, you got lowered because you don't have the receptors. Whereas if you just say, oh, look at that beautiful thing, that beautiful person, and you just fill yourself with appreciation for just being able to be in the presence of what you find beautiful, then you've got those receptors and you're receiving dopamine in your body, the happy molecules. It's like walking in the woods. You don't even think to yourself, that's such a beautiful sunset. I wish I could just take it home with me. You don't try to possess it. You don't try to own it, which is not having a receptor, which is throwing your receptors away, like coveting. No, when you look into the woods, and when you see that beautiful tree and you see the beautiful sunset and the mushrooms growing and the moss, you just experience it in the moment and you're filled with joy. The dopamine gets into you because you're in the moment. How can you be like that with your life? Your ever-changing life. It's nature. You are that sunset. You are that tree. You are the mold. You're the fairies and the elves running in the forest. You're the mushrooms. You're the babbling brook. Be grateful for your own beauty and you getting to witness it every single day. And that, my friends, is how you can have a perspective of stable dopamine. You need to get there That's emotional regulation. You need to get to that stable place to function, to even have energy to do what you need to do. You have to feel that worthiness of life. Does that make sense? Let's notice our breath. Notice our heartbeats. Get some note paper here. And whenever you feel like you have an intention, please share it in the chat. What is your intention for today? My name is Aviva. My intention is to be here for all of you today and to help us find a wonderful dopamine resting level of yumminess and happiness to help us function with our daily tasks and our relationships. Because healthy relationships start with our own healthy relationship with our own dopamine. If we're going to break it down with the theme of the day, what's your relationship with your dopamine? Are you constantly making it a roller coaster? Are you able to accept a certain level of baseline dopamine in your life and allowing yourself to receive that happiness through your gratitude? What are your intentions? What do you need today? Thank you, moderator. Yes, if you would like to donate, please see at the pinned post all the different ways you can Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. I appreciate every big and small contribution to this platform. It helps to keep these videos coming. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you need today? I'll give you one more minute. Blast me an intention. Either way, in a minute, we'll get started with some dopamine boosting exercises using your body and your mind. Hydrating is good. Having these yummy doses of superfoods helps. This has some blue spirulina and some lemon juice, I think, some ginger. Get you that yumminess. Come on now. Use my straw, slurp it up. We are doing a belly dance class at 4. It's private, so message me if you'd like to register. I find it so much easier to get these powerful shots down with a straw. Whew. on, chat. 10 more seconds. All right, let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Let me know how the music volume is. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything you don't need. Release. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. We're going to do 2 mudras for our dopamine maintenance. The first is all the fingertips together, like the pyramid over your brain. Helping that good energy seep in, helping your brain regulate, connecting with your intuition. Trusting your intuition. Helping you remember who you really are, you shining star. This even looks like a star with my arms. Simple way to balance out your dopamine throughout the day. Pick any mudra from a bag. That would be fun, actually, to have like a fishbowl or a bag and write the names of the mudras and just pull it out of the hat, pull a mudra out of the hat and just do it, one time during your day instead of eating a cookie. Because like I said in the beginning of class, eating that cookie, getting that sugar rush is basically like getting a whole bunch of grapefruit juice and you don't have room in your fridge for it. You need to create the receptors along with the dopamine. An addictive habit has dopamine but no receptors, so it's not long lasting. A mudra gives you dopamine and receptors, so it's long lasting. One more minute. Keep noticing your breath as you breathe, as you slow down. That's what creates receptors. That's like clearing out your fridge for the grapefruit juice. It's like throwing out that old stuff that you don't need anymore. That's what breathing does. That's what slowing down does. Helps you think clearly. And then those negative vibrations, as you slow down, they just have nowhere to go. They just melt away to the side. Oh, this feels good on my neck. I'm going to do the other mudra in this position. We're going to do our heart chakra mudra. So bring the index finger down to the bottom of the thumb. Oh, look, I can move this finger now. This is the finger that got hurt. Oh, it's doing good. Thumb to the middle and the ring. Do that with both hands. This is a nice neck stretch to do at the same time. You could do the gurgle too. Take a deep breath. Slightly constrict your vocal cords and go. Oh, yeah. And we're going to do one more mudra for our dopamine maintenance, and then we'll stand up and do some movements. And that is the Rudra mudra. Index to thumb, ring to thumb. This balances the happiness in your belly. It helps you digest that which you might not be able to digest, that which feels really confusing, causes you to be bitter, ungrateful. Take this happy probiotic mudra and put it in your energy basket. And feel the meridian response as you make more space for happiness in your belly. As you make more space in general, so that you can process things, so it's not clogged up with the misery of things that might have hurt you in your past. Let's stand up. Thank you for being here, whether you donate or not. I appreciate you so much. If you do want to donate, the link is posted there by the AATFP moderator. And also, I want to take a moment to talk about this incredible product, which I am an affiliate for. So that's another way to support me and support yourself by getting this incredible product. And you can become an affiliate too. I'll have to make an official commercial so you all know exactly what it is. But in the meanwhile, let's stand up and stretch your legs if you want at your own risk. Gotta make sure you still got that. Feet shoulder width apart. Actually, let's just like be a penguin and step from foot to foot and feel our hips flap and feel things aligning. Hydrate. This is a little sparkling water. We're going to get into the ready position, plugging in, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders relaxed. Oops, I'm lowering this a little bit. Also, if you're interested in this relaxing playlist, then you can check it out on Spotify. Thank you, moderator. The link is right there. All right, we're going to do a bend to the right. We're going to do some more active stuff today. Hands to the heart, and we're going to stretch like so. And the other side, we're going to go back and forth. It's like we have a sword in each hand, and we're like, get out of my way. Back and forth. This is really good for the upper back, which I wanted to do more of on Monday. We're doing moves today that help you feel like a bad, because that's what it's about. You feeling your dopamine badness. And then you could be like, man, that guy is dope. That girl is dope. She's bad. Feel your power. Okay, now we're going to add this move and go deeper. I guess if I back up, you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. That'd probably be good, huh? Nice hamstring action. All right, that's enough. Good job. Shake it out. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, we are going to do separation of yin and yang. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands up to your heart. Right arm up, left down. Keep the knees slightly bent. We're going to go back and forth. One of the reasons why doing qigong daily helps you to have a nice baseline of dopamine is because it helps your body feel good. And when you wake up and your body feels good, it's really way easier to get things done. Way easier to feel like life is awesome. Way easier to feel like you can move fluidly through your daily tasks. And it might be a struggle to get yourself to do the qigong, but it is worth it. Don't stop. Last one. All right. One of the most important things in maintaining your dopamine balance is that you embrace being flexible with your daily barriers and discouragements. And you go with the flow, even though you might have had a plan in your head. You improvise. And that's what this move is about. Going with the wind in both directions. What we're going to do is bend the knees. We're going to keep the feet on the ground, but we're going to twist the hips back and forth. And this left hand is going to stay here, and the right hand is going to not only go with the flow of the wind, but push it a little bit in that direction. Assist that new journey, that new flow, so that you can go right back to what you were doing before. You know, like kitty cat saying, meow, meow, do this for me. And I don't just feel like, oh, how dare she interrupt my editing a video. I say, yes, let's play with the toy, full force. Let's go into that energy. Let's enjoy it. Let's do it. And I know there's so many things we don't want to do, but we're going to go for it. We're going to go in that direction. I'm going to ride that wave. Back and forth. Make it happen. Because guess what? You don't know everything. You don't know everything that you need to do. And sometimes you got to go with someone else's flow to get your needs met. And that's okay. Have faith. As long as it doesn't feel really bad to you. It might feel uncomfortable, like not familiar, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Heck, it might be really good, and that's why it's unfamiliar, because you're not used to feeling that good. As Ralph would say, slow motion this way. I lost count. We're going to do like 6 more all together. We're going to do a couple more, actually. I'm proud of you for being here, for listening to this in the background, for organizing your house, your apartment, your trailer home, whatever it is. Thanks for the like. How you feeling? Life is back and forth, up and down. We're going to explore that up and down motion together, legs wide apart. If you have any blood pressure issues, please be careful bringing your head below your heart. Like, don't do that. All right. Up and down, back and forth. I'm going to do this 10 times. This is really good for the lungs, too. We're going to do lung exercises after this. Hold me to it if I forget. Good job. You're a winner. All right, lung exercises. Here we go. I know that some of you are suffering with lung issues out there, breathing, smoking maybe a little bit too much. So we're going to do a couple of amazing things for the lungs. First of all, we're going to go back down over. But this time we are going to link our thumbs together. Feet are wide. And we're going to bend over and breathe a few times. Imagine the breath expanding the body. Breathe out through every cell of your body. 2 more times. So you got to remember, the other thing that happens when you have low dopamine is, to balance it out, you've probably got high cortisol, which means fear and anxiety, which means you might be scared of things that you aren't normally scared of, and that creates blockages in your flow too. Like OCD, it gets in my way so much. I get scared of, certain dirt coming in the door or whatever, and it takes longer to clean everything. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You might overcompensate with those fears by having addictive habits or mental spirals. So it's amazing how much that dopamine maintenance does for your mental health, because not only does it give you more joy, but it decreases your fear, which is not only a stagnant emotion that exists, it's a very active deterrent in accomplishing your goals, because it says, look here, look at the fear, stop doing what you're doing, instead of finish the goal. And that's why so many people say, just keep your eye on the prize, because that fear is going to want to distract you. But another way to stop your fear from distracting you is to raise your baseline of dopamine experience in your body. Yep. So after we did that exercise, we're going to go back into that again. That is in the book Meridian Exercises by Shizuto Masunaga. He also puts in the movements that tonify those meridians that you just stretched. So when you do this exercise, it also stretches through those meridians, and it's fun to see the exercise before and after you do this one. So what you're going to do is bring the arms up, one leg out. Bring it in. Back and forth. Once again, clearing the lungs, which also means in this exercise, we are clearing the lung partner, which is the large intestine. They work together. Open up those legs, link the thumbs, bend over, and breathe. Lily, come up. Oh, I love stretching my neck when I'm down there. All right. How do you feel? Now we're going to do another stretch for the lungs. This is called the tiger. It's one of the 5 animals. That's a really fun way to just practice qigong every day, is just do each of the 5 animal poses to balance all your meridians. So we're going to start with the tiger now, doing the lungs, and then I'm not sure what we're going to do after. It's only 2:30, so we've got a whole half hour if you've got any requests. All right, so for the tiger, we're going to open up that face. It's basically like a facelift and brings circulation to the whole body. So we're going to let the claws go like this, and then hiss and open your eyes and open your nostrils and make yourself as big as you can as you come down. 4 more times. One more time. Roar. Let's stretch our face by bringing it in as small as you can, and then out. Let's bite our jaw to relax the cheeks. Stretch. All right. We're going to do the grounding mudra. Thumb to pinky and ring finger. It's like the peace sign, but the fingers are together. And we're going to ground. We're going to do this for a minute. Feel yourself ground in the ground. It helps with dizziness. It helps with spaciness. It helps with nausea. It helps with anger. It helps with confusion. It helps you feel like there's space around you if you feel claustrophobic. It helps you feel like you can focus. It helps you feel down to earth. It helps lower back pain. It helps leg pain, knee pain. It helps you walk. It helps you relax, lowers your cortisol. Lots of claims, I know. These are all possibilities of what this mudra can do for you. All right, let's take a quick 1 or 2 minute break for hydration or bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, how's everyone feeling? Y'all have gotten pretty quiet, and that's okay. I'm going to do the every cell meditation just to kind of kick back in here. Just let this wash over you.
Pulling in that sacred energy, your sacred water in every cell of your sacred body, in every pore.
As we do this, we're going to open up the legs, clasp the hands and push down, and then circle around up to the heart. Just going around and around, nice and slow.
In every cell of your sacred body, in every thought and feeling, in your sacred body, in every revelation, in every challenge of your sacred body and spirit and mind, full of light, never left behind, full of might and your sight. You are seen, you are seen, you are hearing, you are heard, you are feeling, you are felt. Yeah. Yeah. You are light. You are light. In every sacred cell of your sacred body, you are filled with light. You are filled with sound. In every sacred spot of your
Relax your shoulders.
body, you are filled with sound. You are filled with light. In Every space is filled with you. Every space is filled with your light. Every space is filled with your belief. What do you believe? What do you believe? Do you deserve love? Do you believe that you are love? Every sacred sound in your ever sacred life is filled with your thoughts, your feelings, empty negativity. Empty. Need for validation. Empty that dream, every dream that you need. Empty. So you can make space for the positivity, because every cell in your body can have positive thoughts, positive feelings, positive motivations. Has sacred thoughts, beliefs, love, right, sounds, sacred beliefs, love, right.
Rotate the shoulder and the knees. Relax your face so there's a little smile.
Every RNA. I don't know. I am whispering. It's just happening as I empty and I get out of the way of the cold. I want you to know that every cell in your body is sacred and filled with light and filled with intelligence and filled with knowledge and filled with the belief. And you are whole and you are complete. That you are.
How do you feel? So yeah, that song can literally help you feel just more at peace with a lot going on. So if you feel out of balance, you can try that and see if it helps. Yes, that is the playlist of that song. Thank you, moderator. All right, so now we're going to continue the shoulder journey with no music. We're going to rotate both shoulders back. Nice and easy. Getting ready to massage our feet. Are you ready? Now we're going to come up halfway in reverse directions. Let's feel the energy over our head. Right hands, fingers are spread, and the left as well. And feel the energy pouring into you. And come down. And you're going to lift that left heel up, bending both knees. Relax those arms to the side. You're going to rotate that left knee towards the right. And the other direction, please. And then lift the right heel, rotate to the left. Nice warm up for a foot massage. And the other direction, please. And then both feet together, knees together, thighs together, little tiny rotations to the left. And the other direction. And then, like a tree in the wind, you're going to sway back and forth. And then you're going to go all the way to your knees and up. Nice and slow. Or like go chest towards the thigh. Okay. A little more for the upper back. Lift up and down and that. Breathe in. Whew. Oh my gosh. Okay. One more stretch for the upper back, and then we'll do the foot massage, and then we're done. So what I want you to do is put your hand on the edge of a chair or a wall and just twist in the other direction. Breathe in and back a couple more times. It does help to have it shoulder level, but a little bit lower than that. And the other direction. Or the other hand. Turning away from the hand. And you want it to be kind of like you're right next to the chair. That gives you more of a twist. Yeah. Good job. Sounds like I just got a delivery. I wonder if my magic gel has finally arrived. All right, y'all. Let's do our foot massage. It's easier to do it sitting down. How y'all doing? Talk to me. All right. Sweater. Down. All righty, tighties. Pick any foot to start with, and you're going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction, and then pull the toe away from the body. Kitty cat, you want to join me? Owie. Rotate the whole ankle. Both directions. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And rub between your toes. And find a point on your foot and hold that for 20 seconds. That's like finding the resistance point. It's like pushing out the fear. Daily foot massages raise your resting level dopamine. It's been proven. That's what I say. When in doubt, massage your feet. All right. Let's do that kidney 1 point, right in the middle of the ball of the feet. Good job. Give your ankle a little massage. You know, it's amazing what this little motion of just your hands over your joints does. I'm not pressing hard. Again, you can even press as lightly as you would if you were pressing into a plastic bag filled with rice and you moved the plastic around, but you don't want to break it on the rice. So just that gentle touch. Or you can even think about it as you're rubbing lotion between your hands, right? You don't have to rub it that hard to get the lotion to slide all over your hands. That's the kind of gentle touch you want to have on all your joints. You know, every day, if you just do that on each joint, especially those knees, that works so hard. And the hip, you know, the ball joints there, and your cheeks even, and your balls on the head. Seriously though, just warming up those tendons does a lot for your body behavior that day. And the tapping. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're going to find a point on the knee, just under the knee, about 2 or 3 fingers below, on the inside line of the calf. You're going to press in and hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, good job. And that gentle rub again. You can do a little bit harder, but you don't have to. Just to warm it up with qi. It feels really good, doesn't it? Grateful for all of you being here. Okay, so now we're going to find a point on the outside of the leg above the knee, 4 or 5 fingers above. Find that point and dip into it like it's yummy dip, and your finger is celery. I'm going to press in, hold that for 20 seconds, relax with it. Thanks for the heart. My left foot's already jealous of my right one. It's like, touch me, touch me. All right, tap up and down. And brush it out. Brush it as if it's fur. We need to get to the other foot before 3 o'clock. Ah, it's 3 o'clock now. That's okay, because I was 5 minutes late. Can we do this in 5 minutes? Rotate each toe a few times in each direction. And pull out. Sometimes if I cross my leg too much, I get like a weird cramp here if I've been doing sit-ups, like my muscles too contracted. Does that happen to you? That's why we gotta do qigong more, work on our flexibility. Look at all you popping in on the ends of class. Doing our last foot, well, our second one. If you've got more feet, you gotta stay longer and do that. I'm just doing 2 feet though. If you've made it to the foot massage, then what special emoji do I want you to put in the comments? Well, if you're a member, I want you to put the grasshopper, because members have special emojis. Rotate the whole ankle a few times in each direction. If you're not a member, then do something like the grasshopper. Surprise me. What in the emojis of choice exists that is like a grasshopper? Is there a praying mantis? I don't even know. Rub the toes back and pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. If it tickles, that's okay. It might not tickle the next time you do it, or it might. Ticklishness is actually a blockage in the meridian flow, believe it or not. So it can release the blockage. The tickle feeling is the chi releasing. That's why tickling is enjoyable, even though I don't like it at all, because it triggers me. But some people like it because it releases their blockages, and they like the release, not the actual tickling. So it depends how the tickling is done. You can make it enjoyable, but if it feels like an attack, it's like torture. Not good at all. And basically, it's like the Achilles heel. It's like if someone knows your tickle spot, they know your Achilles heel. They know where your weak energy point is and where you have blockages. And that's why doing Qigong is an amazing defense system, because the more blockages you have, the more attackable you are in a way. Like the less resistant you are to attacks. If you clear your blockages, then it's like you create a shield of resistance to a lot of attacks. You have a good defense. All right, let's rub between the toes. It feels like spreading butter on bread. It feels so good. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I don't do this all the time. Okay, I'm out to go spot. All right, we're gonna find a point and hold that for 20 seconds. All right, now we're going to go to the ball of the foot and go to the center point and hold that for 20 seconds. Good job. All right, now rub your foot as if you're rubbing lotion on it without lotion. Although you can rub lotion if you want. And then rub your ankle and your knee. Kiss your boo-boo. And then, how long do you rub it? As long as you want. If it feels really good, just keep doing it until it doesn't feel good anymore. Or until you feel satiated. And then under the knee, about 2 fingers below it on the inside calf line, you're going to find a point and hold that for 20 seconds. Where's the kitty cat? Don't you want to say hi to everyone? She's getting ready for a Hollywood shoot, so she might feel this kind of production is beneath her. And just kind of release the finger as if your snow is melting or sand is leaving you and going back to the beach, the ocean. And then above the knee on the outside of the leg, you're going to find a point and again press in. And as you hold it for 20 seconds, feel that snow melting below your thumb or whatever finger you're using. Meow meow. And tap up and down. And brush. Okay, beautiful people. Congratulations. You made it to the end of class. You're a winner. Give me a grasshopper praying mantis insect emoji if you made it this far in the comments. Maybe a little comment about how you feel, what your challenges were, what was easy for you, what you love, what you're going to come back for. I love feedback, and so do algorithms. So let's go ahead and fill ourselves with gratitude as we improve our dopamine levels that we wake up with every day so that they're higher on the average. Thanking all the lineage holders, 谢谢上师. Thanking all the teachers. Fill yourselves up with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to the whole world. Your love is amazing to feel everywhere. And if no one has told you today, I'm proud of you. You're beautiful. I appreciate you. From my heart to yours, sayonara. I will see you at 4 if you're taking the private belly dance class. And I will see you Monday at 11:30 a.m. if you come back for qigong live. And if I get 2,500 subscribers by Sunday, which is only like 100 more subscribers, so share my channel with 10 people you know if you're inspired to. And if 10 of you do that and they all subscribe, we all get a private live, not private, a public live concert on Sunday sometime right here on this channel. I'm going to bring my keyboard in here. We're going to rock it out when I get 2,500 subscribers. I'm trying to get 10 members and 2,500 subscribers by the end of this month. That is my goal. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your existence.